first order of business, um, Nintendo of America has reported an hour ago, actually 6 hours ago, on the Nintendo Japan account. They already talked about having, people having issues wanting to sign on to the eShop. But now it looks like Nintendo of America decided to pump that out at 9:04 a.m. because they know that's the time that most of their North American users will probably be awake. Like if you're on the East Coast, it's 12 p.m. and for West Coast, it's 9:04, and they're based on the West Coast anyway. But yeah, they said right here, we are aware that players are experiencing errors accessing Nintendo eShop and are working to address the issue. Thank you for understanding, and we hope to share an update when available. So we'll see what happens. By the way, shout out to Green Soul. It's one of our viewers right here, and users should change passwords in case. But yeah, so we'll see what's going to happen with that. Not too sure what's happening, but that's a little bit scary that we're having issues with signing on. Is it because everybody's social distancing? So all of a sudden, because of the fact that people are not home, that the that the eShop is just getting jammed? Is it getting slammed? Like I'm very confused, but
what's the matter with you?
We have there was a Famitsu column that was leaked that says that Sakurai stated that the presentation for the newest Smash Bros. Ultimate character has been postponed due to COVID, and Push Dustin actually touched more on it. Push Dustin said, so it looks like the excerpts of Sakurai's column might have leaked a full day early. It's about COVID-19 and the potential impact of Smash Bros. Development, which sucks. Take it with a grain of salt, as it's not the full column, so everything isn't fully contextualized, he said. So this is just this is bare bones what we know from the leak, and obviously he'll update us with more later. But breaking news, Sakurai planned to present some information about a new fighter or fighters to a publisher or publishers. The reason why he put a parentheses around the S is because when it comes to Japanese, you cannot, when you're reading Japanese, you cannot quite sense if there's plural or not, he said, which he'll state later in the tweets. But yeah, he said that that's been put on hold, and if someone at the office is found to have COVID-19, then the whole building would have been shut down and development would be put on hold. So right here, he said there might be a possibility that Nintendo will announce a new fighter or fighters as planned, but no development work will be done. And COVID-19 will have a huge impact on a lot of games, and a lot of titles will be impacted. He also says right here, note that Japanese does not have plurals like in English, so Sakurai could be talking about one fighter or all fighters. With more context, it might become more clear. And he said, please be mindful that since this is from a leaked excerpt, that the final translation of Sakurai's comments will differ. And he added some two notes as well. Columns are usually written a week or 2 weeks in advance, and a full column will come about in about 26 hours from this tweet, which might provide more context. And somebody also asked right here, so he's talking about early development stuff behind closed doors and not an announcement to the public, because Nibelian's tweet, it made it seem like there was going to be a potential direct reveal. So Push Dustin clarifies right here that he believes that it's a presentation to a publisher, getting approval for details about characters or confirming things, not quite a Nintendo Direct. And of course, we have an idiot down here who continues to promote xenophobia and racism. Stupid stuff that we've seen from 45 yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw, but I wasn't too happy when he named the COVID-19 the Chinese virus. It's really short-sighted. And people from the WHO, I don't know if you guys saw, but I even tweeted this out. People from the WHO notice that whenever a disease is named by a region, it causes discrimination. So they made the decision after SARS to name it COVID-19. So yeah, if anyone acts otherwise, then they're in fact promoting discrimination, which we've seen with Donald Trump, where he says right here, the United States will be powerfully supporting these industries like airlines and others that are particularly affected by the Chinese virus, will be stronger than ever before, which got me incensed and made me say the amount of time you spend on Twitter should allow you to realize that the Asians are suffering from this mentality that you're perpetuating. Being the leader of what is perceived as a great nation carries great responsibility. Being the catalyst to racism is irresponsible. Period.